The tale of adventuring is a tale as old as Adventure Time. You know, the hit TV show that released, what the f***, 13 years ago? But for this tale, it takes a different kind of route. In this anime, we trace back the footsteps of 4 notable characters. A hero called Himmel, a priest called Heiter, a warrior called Eisen, and a mage called Frieren, the main character of our story. Frieren is an anime not about adventures per se, but about memories. After 10 years of adventuring with her party, Frieren returns to the capital where she and the others first embarked on their journey to defeat the Demon King. All surface level run-of-the-mill fantasy bullshit. You've seen it more times than you've seen Shadow the Hedgehog hentai. You know, I'm assuming. I've never seen, but that's exactly where Frieren sets itself apart from the rest. Instead of going down the same cookie cutter started from the bottom F-rank adventurers guild like everyone else, Frieren takes place after everything is all said and done. Now 10 years may seem like a long time to skip for us Cheeto-eating folk, but to elves like Frieren, it may as well be 10 days because one thing about elves is that they live for a very long time. So long, in fact, that after witnessing a once-in-a-50-year meteor shower, while everyone's marveling over the spectacle, this is what Frieren says.
The view from inside the city isn't very good.
I'm trying to have a moment here.
Jesus, it's like trying to impress a wooden plank. So she tells them that in 50 years' time, she'll come back and bring him to a place with a much better view. And if that sounds unrealistic, good. Now you understand my dating life. But it's not impossible, and 50 years later, Frieren returns to the capital astonished to see a shriveled up Himmel, a less shriveled up Heiter, and Eisen. He's still there, still kicking ass. They go to the spot, watch the beautiful meteor shower, and Himmel, knowing that this will be the last time he'll ever experience this moment, thankful, content, and peacefully passes away. At the funeral, Frieren is seen stone-faced while everyone grieves the loss of the hero. Quickly, people steal glances at her. The murmurs start to get louder.
Wasn't she a part of his team? I can't believe she would do such a
heartless
witch.
Why would someone be
she's not
so
even crying?
You've known this person for 10 years of your life. Why are you echoes around the room. And this is where the anime got to me. Not from the funeral, not from the verbal abuse, but from Heiter and Eisen sticking up for their friend. They see their comrade, someone who they've been with for 10 years, being ridiculed, harassed even. And they stand up for her, saying, "What about us? We're not crying either," as Heiter does his iconic laugh. Why did they do that? Because to them, they shared a once-in-a-lifetime experience with this girl, spent a large amount of their lifespan getting to know her and see her as a significant part of their lives, even if she doesn't reciprocate the same sentiment. During Himmel's burial, Frieren ponders, almost giving excuses, saying things like, "I didn't know anything about him. We only traveled for a mere 10 years. Human lives are so short. So why? Why?
Why didn't I try to better know and understand you?
As I said, Frieren isn't about adventures, but about memories. And in order to preserve those memories, to get to know her comrades better, Frieren retraces the steps of her adventure all the way back to the Demon King's castle. Slowly, joyously, and sometimes painfully remembering each and every moment and mistake she made along the way. I saw a couple of videos saying this anime made them cry and it brought tears to their eyes. Personally, I'm no bitch, so the only thing to make me cry is your name, and that list ain't growing any longer. Regardless, Frieren isn't as depressing as I put it out to be. I just wanted to get you invested and steal your watch time. It's actually more bittersweet than anything. While it feels great seeing Frieren reminisce about the good old days she had with her comrades, there's always an air of sadness that wafts over you, knowing that she can't get that time back. All throughout the 4 episodes I've watched so far, I kept thinking to myself, okay, this is really nice and wholesome, but when is a dramatic twist gonna happen? She's going shopping for now and is asking for dessert recommendations, but surely she's gonna run into some trouble. Okay, she's looking for flowers, but this is when she gets attacked. I swear, I know this is gonna happen. All this time, I was waiting for something terrible to happen. Something that'll flip the switch and be like, "Ah, you were teasing me." But no, that never happens. I think Jujutsu Kaisen has forever scarred me in thinking a character will never be safe. Every backstory is just met with a stream of sweat pouring down my forehead. But watching Frieren gave me a sense of calm. An anime where I can sit back, switch off my logical brain for once, and engage in the emotional parts that this anime wants to show. Because what makes this show special isn't some gut-punching crybait or bone-raging fight scene, but the way it makes you appreciate the time you spend getting to know the characters. And that means sometimes just chilling in a village for an episode or two, getting to know the locals, helping out with their problems like days of yore, and getting rewarded with small trinkets and spells. That's basically what Frieren does. Visit a town, help out, and collect useless spells. In my field, we call that NPC behavior.
We've gone Pinhead. Ice cream so good. Yum yum. Believe it.
Similar to time and my poops, the pace of this show passes slowly but surely. And I actually like that. It gives you more than enough time to look around and explore the seemingly vast world that Frieren and the others live in. Like, what the fuck is a solar dragon? And why does it have a book that can see through clothes? I don't know. Pretty weird. I might know a guy though. I know this anime is not classified as an isekai, but they share almost exactly the same settings and plotline. Isekai is just fantasy with IRL roleplay. Hence, I think Frieren takes the weakest part of any isekai, you know, all of it, but especially the world building and characters, and really takes that to the next level. There are glorious landscape shots littered throughout this anime. It's so good you could take a screenshot, save it, crop out the part where it shows where you pirated it from, put it in a frame and stick it in your bedroom. It's that good. And it's only that good because of A, the author's imagination, and B, the animation. Madhouse is an incredibly massive animation studio. They're responsible for making Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, and One Punch Man, among many other Goliaths. So I'm not entirely surprised that the animation for Frieren is as clean as my aim in Valorant.
So if I do not find somebody soon, I'll blow up.
And it's really cool to see their art style change depending on the series they're working on. Like for Death Note, they got that classic early 2000s anime aesthetic with the big eyes and the overly detailed hair and shit. While in Hunter x Hunter, they still keep the spirit of that, but now with more simplified lines and overall lighter strokes. One Punch Man looks like it came straight out of the manga, and Frieren looks like it came straight out of a painting. I really like that it has a level of softness to it, almost invoking a sense of nostalgia, like you're in a dreamlike state, and it pairs well with the whole theme of remembering your past. That's all to say that Frieren is a nice show. That's it. It's very relaxing, hardly anything bad happens, so if you're in the market for a slow-paced anime where you can chill and wander the lands with a soothing cast of characters, what are you, fucking 80? Watch Jujutsu Kaisen, bitch! Then Frieren could be the anime for you. I've been Karu, and I will see you on the next one.